Hello, good people. Welcome to day 20 of our daily Python test. Just look at what we've done so far. Wow, today is day 20. We've been at this for 20 days. I'm so happy right now. And just look at all we've solved so far. We've solved from some that are 2 over 10, 3 over 10, 4 over 10. Now we're solving 5 over 10s. So today we're doing this writing short codes. So let's go ahead. Let's see what this has in stock for us. I'll drop this link in the description below so you can also try your hands on it. Now it's open. Let's get to work. Now we're trying to solve this. They said we should create a function named convert, and what it should do is it should take a list of numbers as its only parameter, and then it's going to return that list of numbers as strings. So instead of 1 2 3 like integers like this, it's going to return them as strings. Quite easy. But they say what makes this tricky is that your function body must only contain a single line of code. Whew, now that's interesting. First off, for the beginners, let's just do this all out the regular easy way so that you get to see what we're trying to achieve. You get to understand what we're doing here. So when I now write the one-liner, you can understand why it's that way. First, we create our function called convert, and it takes in our single parameter. Let's just call it param. And then here now we want to, since param is a list, we want to return it back as a list. So what we do is let's just say results, and we create an empty list here called result. Then we now write a simple for loop for, let's say, number in param. Then we now will change number into a string, and then we append it to results. So we add that whatever is gotten from here, we add it into results. I hope this is explanatory enough. We first created an empty list. We now run a for loop that would loop through all the list that is given here, like 1 2 3, and then what it does is that 1 2 3, this here converts each of those numbers within that loop to a string. You know how loop works. It takes it, number takes in 1 first, and then that 1 is what number is, so it's converted into a string, and then this result dot append is going to append that number inside result. And then when that is done, then the number now becomes 2, and then just like that, and then number now becomes 3, and the loop continues until it's done with the list and everything is returned inside this result. That works. Now this is the background to what we're doing, but today's challenge says we must, okay, yeah, at the end of this now we have to return results. Yeah, now this code now is complete. This will do exactly what we are asked to do here, but they say we need to make it a one-liner. So let me comment this out and then do our one-liner. Now this is just so you can see it. So time to get to work. First off, we define our variable, our function I mean, and then we write it return. We just create a list because we're going to have to return this as a list, and then we put the expression first. So the expression is string, we can call it number, and then after we've done that, then we say for what's the name of this, for number in param. Now this is exactly, this single line here is exactly the same as this entire line you see here. This is the power of Python. We have one line expressions that make life a whole lot easier. Another way you could write this is you could, and I'm only bringing this up just so that I bring an operator to your notice. I don't know, I don't use these operators too often, and I'm not sure very plenty people use it so much, but it's really helpful when writing one-liners. Let's say for example, now instead of writing this like this, let's say for instance we want this list to have a name, so that you can call it later on, just as how this our list have a name result here. So we want this list to have that name result, so we can do this, and first we call our result, then we put this is called a walrus. This is walrus operator, like WALRUS. So walrus, and then we create our list, and then all these enters into it. Yeah, now this right here is exactly the same as this entire thing, because result is also called here, blah blah blah, and we'll return it. So if you want further explanation, if you're not sure of something, you have questions, please ask me, drop it down in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to answer them. And if you have any other method to doing this, please drop it in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to see them. Thank you guys for being there. Like for the YouTube algorithm, drop a like please, and then subscribe if you still haven't, and ring the bell icon so you don't get to miss any day. Let's run this code. Oh, we have a problem. Oh, what did they say our problem is? This means something is wrong. Okay, wait, let's take this out for a moment, and let's be sure this is not where the problem is coming from. I don't use that so often. So after running the code, what is the matter? This should work just fine. Yeah, we're correct, but then we had a problem earlier with the walrus expression. So let's see why this is a problem. Let me see. Well, I think there's a little issue with this. If you know what the problem is, please drop it in the comment section below. I'd like to learn from you. I'd like to see what your take on this is, but I know for sure this is where our problem is coming from. So let's just leave that aside, and yeah, this is the end of the. Thanks for being here today. Remember, if you have an explanation to what happened there, please drop it in the comment section below, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.